rivers of your mind flow with joy.
Hello everyone, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. We're getting right in it today. Meet me in a standing forward fold and take opposite elbows for ragdoll. While you have a generous bend in your knees, we're swaying side to side, releasing any tightness in your back body. Try to take your hands underneath your thigh and your shin, and this is decompressing your forearms and your wrists. You may sway side to side in this yogi squat, and we'll be going into a malasana to forward fold flow. So you're going back and forth between sitting low in that squat and then pulling your heart down to meet your thighs. Walk your hands out to a high plank, and we're getting right into our heart rate and our core. So we're doing mountain climbers, but we're crisscrossing our knees to opposite elbows, starting off slow, and then I encourage you to speed it up and go fast. Next exercise is a runner's lunge with a twist going back and forth. So as you see, we're doing the dragonfly twist, stepping back to a high plank and stepping the opposite foot forward. Take your time with this one. Let it feel good. Push your hips to the sky for downward facing dog and feel free to pedal out your heels. We're moving into a spinal flow, so we're spinal waving forward to upward facing dog, and then you'll curl your toes right back under to down dog. Beautiful. Coming on down to your knees, and we're going into push-ups. If you want to do the full version right away, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm taking the modified variation by being on the knees. Focus on squeezing your belly button to your spine and going as low as you can, pumping up the chest and the back. All right, push it back into our puppy pose. This is where your hips are right above your knees and your chest is on the mat. I'm going to show you a variation that gets more into the back flexibility as well as the front of the neck. So as you can see, I'm sliding forward, I'm lifting my chin up with my thumbs, and I'm holding this puppy. Very deep chin and back stretch. Last inhale. Exhale, come on forward onto your belly and kick your feet up and down, back and forth. This is just getting some blood flow in your legs. And we're going into some back bends as well as a quad stretch. So bend one of your feet to your butt. Hold it for a couple breaths, and then you're going to kick into your hand as you push into your back bend. Changing sides, bending the left foot now to your butt. So one-legged bow pose, kicking your foot into your hand, and then re-bend the foot down. Now that our back is nice and warmed up, let's get into more of the core. So push your hips up to a forearm plank. And we're dropping the hips to each side, back and forth, feeling this in your obliques as well as your low back. Squeeze your core as much as possible to protect your back, and you're also going to feel an amazing shoulder stretch. After a few, roll onto one side so you're in the forearm side plank, and we are going up and down, dropping the hips to the mat and pushing them to the sky. Perfect. Switch sides by shimmering the hips all the way over and lifting the opposite arm to the sky. Go ahead and drop the hips down and push them up. Coming back through center, so you're on both forearms, let's push our hips to the sky for dolphin pose. So this is just like downward facing dog, but on your forearms. We're going through some dolphin push-ups, so you're lifting onto your tippy toes as you shift forward, and then you're pushing your hips back up as you push your shoulders back. This is really good if you want to get more flexible in the upper back, get your shoulders strong enough for inversions like Pincha Marasana or handstands. Right, push on up to downward facing dog, and then walk yourself to the back of the mat. You're in a forward fold. Take the clasp behind your back and push the arms straight away from your body. You can have a generous bend in your knees, and you can shift side to side or stay still. Release your arms, and we'll inhale for a flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Take 2 more of those. Sit your hips down as you inhale to chair pose. Your knees are right over your heels. Take your hands to your heart center and let's take some pulses up and down. Don't go too far up. Make sure you stay nice and low. We're going to move into some crab walks as you're staying in the squat up and down the length of your mat. This is really good for your glutes, your legs, and your core. Keep it going. We're going one more time up and one more time back. Awesome. Stand straight. Lift your arms up to the sky. Big stretch. And let's move into some standing balancing postures. So come onto the middle of your mat and meet me in one-legged mountain pose. Taking your hands to your hips or up to the sky. Extend the leg if you can. And then we're crossing the ankle over for our figure 4 squat. If you want to challenge yourself and take the twist, you can, and you can try to open up your arms. Nice. Come on back through center, stand tall. Swing the leg behind you for airplane pose. Keep your hips square, and I want you to drop the right hand down and lift the left arm up to the sky for reverse revolved half moon. Then you will open it up to half moon, go back to reverse revolved, and from there I want you to sit down and you'll wind up in this twist. Twisting your spine to the left. Feels so good. All right, circle the hands back down, come into a standing split. Melt your heart to the left leg. If you want to try to grab one hand to the leg or even both, you can go ahead and try. Nice. All right, drop the foot down to meet the other. Inhale halfway, exhale forward fold. And meet me in mountain pose, standing in the middle of your mat. We are changing sides. We just have the other side to go. So lift the left leg up. Again, straighten if you want, and then sit down for that figure 4 squat. Take your hands to heart center, and then take the twist if you did so on the other side. Trying to hook that elbow on your foot and twist up to the sky. Inhale, stand up, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, swing the leg behind you for airplane pose. We're dropping the hand down, reverse revolve your half moon, and then open it up to the normal half moon. Dropping it down back to the reverse revolved, and then you will sit nice and low into your spinal twist. Circle your hands back around to the top of your mat for a standing split. This is the last balancing pose that you'll be doing, so make it your best one yet. Try to grab both of your hands around your ankle. For my more advanced yogis, if you want to try to kick up into a handstand before we come down onto the mat, go ahead and do so now. Take your playtime. For everyone else, meet me in butterfly pose whenever you're ready. All right, now we are in our butterfly or Baddha Konasana, and you'll take your feet with your hands, inhale your spine long, and forward fold over your feet. Trying to push your knees down further with your elbows. Let's move a little bit into the hip on the right side. Take it around your arms like you're holding a baby, rocking it side to side. Trying to take compass pose here. You're taking your right hand in front of your thigh, and you can take the foot or the ankle with your left hand and try to extend your leg. This one is a little bit more intermediate. Go ahead and give it a try, but if it doesn't feel good, just stay in that baby pose. Right, changing sides, take your leg like a baby, rock it side to side, and again, we'll move into compass pose on this side if you did so on the other. Okay, plant your feet on the ground. This is our last little flow. We're doing a flow of reverse tabletop. So we'll start by lifting the hips up, squeezing the glutes at the top, hold for a breath or two, and then you'll lower the hips back down and lift the hips back up again. And let's bring the knees to our chest about 5 to 10 times. Keep your hips lifted as far as you can. Squeeze the belly button to your spine and keep the glutes engaged. Keep it going. Add in some tricep push-ups here while you keep your hips lifted, if that is what you want to do. Try to step your feet a little bit further from your hips to make it harder. Nice. All right, drop your glutes down, wiggle at your knees, and let's take one last posture, our forward folds. Surrender over your straight thighs, flexing the toes to your face. One last deep inhale. One last deep exhale. All right, that is the end of this quick yoga sculpt for beginners. I hope that you guys like this style of workout. Let me know in the comments below and I will make more. Mwah!